Hey, it's time for topic of discussion. We the masters of this mass production, bringing interviews straight to you, opinion views. So let's build that straight construction. We having a meeting of minds, and there is no feeding of lines. Just one of the guys saying what's all on your mind. Like, tell me who you got on your top five. All different types of segments. If you wanna step up, come on, who got next? And it's all on the fly with what you gon' get. Touchdown, end zone, you know we gon' flex. Hosted by the Legaci, and Red Baron can't forget you, G. And it's a podcast like you never seen. So let's start the show with no in-betweens. Let's chop it up. Straight conversation, what's on your mind, so let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. And we stay relating, so have a seat and just chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Straight conversation, what's on your mind, so let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. We stay relating, so have a seat and let's chop it up. I like. Round one.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man Legaci, the Prince, the son of the Most High and the apple of God's eye. And you're listening to a brand new episode of the Choppin' It Up radio show. Yo, big shout out to everybody that's been supporting, man. Yo, the love has been crazy. I know we had a little technical difficulties last week, and yeah, it was crazy, but the love was crazy, man. Everybody was hitting me up like, yo, what happened to the show? What happened to the show? You know, everybody at the His Hop Radio Nation told me to make sure I let everybody know what was going on. But yeah, appreciate all the love. Continue to subscribe, continue to follow. Make sure you follow. It's imperative that you follow. So if anything happens, you know, I can give you a heads up and let y'all know what's going on the spot. Also, big shout out to all of our sponsors, man. Yo, the love has been crazy. Big shout out to everybody, man. Today, where to begin? Where to begin? I got my big homie in the room. Now, people don't understand, man. This is the meat and bones behind all of 90% of Rebel's creativity. The dopest guy that I know that makes music. This guy right here has been a blessing in my life and a blessing in so many other people's lives. Yo, big shout out to my man Just Rev, yo. I mean Just Rev. I'm so used to calling you Reeves, you know what I'm saying? Like that's who I know you as, you know what I mean? Yo, say what's up to the people, man.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are ya?
Yo, it's been a minute, yo. Appreciate you coming up here and showing some love, brother. Showing some love.
I appreciate.
How you been, man?
Truly humbled for the opportunity, man. I've been good. I've been really, really good. Just kind of chilling in the background, you know, just doing what we got to do to survive.
You always in the background, just chilling.
That's the way I like it.
And then when you go to his house, right, and you pick up his cell phone, he just be scrolling through songs, or he be on his computer scrolling through songs. I'm like, yo, hold up. When did you make this? Yo, I did that about a week ago, you know what I mean? And then he plays something else. When did you make this? Yo, I remember when we brought Goliath to life. Because you had Goliath just sitting down in the archives in the untitled section, just chilling, bro. What's up with that, man?
Man, you know, I'm just built. I was just living around music, and sometimes it just pops in every now and again, and you know. Yeah, and I don't make the music for people to listen sometimes. Sometimes it just gets made, and then it just gets dumped into archive.
You whack for that, yo.
Nah, I don't like the spotlight, man. Like, this is weird for me. Like, you interviewing me, this is kind of throwing me off.
We just chopping it up. Like, yo, I had to go through a whole prep session with Reeve. I was like, bro, just relax, bro. He was like, yo, this is so weird, man. You interviewing me. Bro, I'm not interviewing you, bro. We just on the mic, just chopping it up, man. So, yo, I always wanted to ask you this question, man. What inspires you musically? Like, personally, the stuff you write and the way you create music and just the way it all flows together, it's phenomenal, man. What inspires you?
Bruh, honestly and truly, first and foremost, like, it really comes from God. Like, that's number one, like, without question. And then just overall life experiences, man. Like, this thing they call life is like a big roller coaster, and, you know, me, you know, certain people, they have journals, and, you know, certain people, they like to post their stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, me, I just like when something's going down, you know, it's just melodies and words, you know, that's pretty much where it all comes, man. It's just life, day-to-day experiences, you know, top to bottom, morning to evening. It's just what it is.
Yo, that's crazy, man, because you just dropped this song not too long ago. It's called Favorite. We gonna air it on here. Matter of fact, I'm just let y'all know we gonna drop some bombs on y'all today, cause Rev got some dope music that I it's an honor that I'm gonna be the first one to air it. But not that track, but Favor, man. How'd you come up with that concept, man? Like,
whoo, man. Favor is crazy. Favor, where it came out, like, I don't know, I'm in this whole like contradictive mode. Me, I complain a lot. That's just what I do. Like, I look at my currency. Really?
I'll just play with you, bro.
Nah, but that's what I do. Sometimes I survey my current situations and I look at them, and I'm always a pessimist.
Yeah.
I come from the pessimistic side of it all, and you know, and I'm like, yeah, I can't believe, God, what you doing, this, that, and the third. And then I was having one of those conversations with him one of these days, and then it sometimes he kind of slaps me up to kind of open my eyes and be like, look at it from the optimistic side of it all. And I'm like, bruh, like, oh, for real, I could have it worse. You know, the blessings could be way worse than where it's at. You know, don't be always looking at what somebody else has. Sometimes you got to look at what you have and look at where it could have been had God not, you know, flowed his favor upon it. You know, so it's so easy to look at the down times of life, you know, but favor just came one of those places where I needed encouragement.
Yeah. And it just came through.
Yeah, looked in my situation and saw the favor in it as opposed to the demise, you know? So
that's what's up. So, yo, real quick, we got more with Rev when we get back. We going to actually drop that Favor song for y'all right now, man. Y'all make sure that y'all comment and let us know what y'all think about it. It's a dope song. Y'all going to love it. Trust me. We got more with Rev when we get back.
Ephesians 1. Verse 11 through 12. It's in Christ that we find out who we are and what we are living for. Long before we first heard of Christ and got our hopes up, he had his eye on us, had designs on us for glorious living. Part of the overall purpose he is working out in everything and everyone. Favor. Drenched in sin and I'm sullied deep within, there is a God who is mighty. Despite this broken heart, he saw value though in sin. That is a God who is mighty. I'm walking in favor, living in mercy. Living in mercy. This life weighs in so heavy, but I find my strength in him. That is a God who is mighty. I trip, I fall, I stumble. I may not ever win, still I know a God who is mighty. Till then
right, everybody, we're back, and that was Favor featuring nobody but Just Rev. I don't know why. You know why I was gonna say featuring? Because I keep thinking about all the other tracks that we got together.
Yes.
So I was just like, I just wanted to drop that. I always wanted to say that. But yo, real quick, man, just give the people an example of how God just dropped crazy favor on you, man.
Ooh. Where do I start? Honestly, every day is an example of how God drops favor on me. But I think God is when you ask for something, sometimes he kind of gives you it, not right away. And sometimes when he doesn't give it to you right away, you kind of think of it like it's a no. And then later in life, you're walking into the yes, not knowing that he answered it for you until you're like, oh snap.
Yeah.
I remember asking for this 2
and then
years
it just
ago.
happened.
And it just happened. Yeah, and that's pretty much where I found myself now. You know, before I moved here to Atlanta, I had always asked for God for specific things, specific like bracketed things in life, And at the time when I was asking for him, I wanted them right away, and he didn't want to give it to me right away. And I'm like, yo, me and him, we had like
Start
this.
going heads.
Yeah, we started bumping heads.
Knocking
like
if you buck, huh?
Yeah. Now I mean, and our relationship was taking tugs, that's just what it is. And then we kind of realized, you know what, God, whatever you want to do in my life, fine, I'll take it. We just gonna keep it moving. You know? And then I moved to Atlanta, and all of a sudden, everything that I had asked for, he just started bestowing it upon me, and I didn't even see it or watch it happen. It was just boom, it was there, and I'm like, yo, it was just one of these days. I think it was right before I was about to write favor. I was like, yo, check it. Every single thing I had ever asked for back in the day that he didn't give to me right away, he prepped me for it to be a good steward of it right then and there. So it's like every single obstacle leading up until then was to prepare me for what it is I was asking for.
Yeah.
So it's like his favor just kind of bestowed upon me. It wasn't immediate, but it was like right there. And I'm just kind of like
It's
chilling.
a process.
Yeah,
It has to
really
be a
is.
process.
It really is a process. Everybody, we living in the age where anything you tap, anything you ask for, you get it right away.
Yeah.
So, and that's pretty much how we want to act when it comes to God.
I call it the microwave era.
Yeah.
Like everything is instant.
Instant.
Instant noodles, instant
Bruh.
instant coffee. Like
Bruh, I mean, they growing chickens in 3 days now, and it's on your
instant chicken. I got a bag of Tyson's in the fridge right now.
Nah, man, but yeah, and so that's how we kind of tend to treat God. Like, he gotta give it to us right away, just because that's the way we live life today. But he's still one of those people that's gonna make sure when he gives you something, you're a great steward about it. So he's gonna give it to you on time. That classic song, "On Time, God." Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't sing like you do.
I don't sing, so
That's a lie. That is a lie. Yo, stop lying for these people, man. Yo. But back to when we first met, man. Yeah. I remember that day so vividly, bro. And I feel like at times I don't think you realize the level of anointing that you carry, bro. And the level of passion that you give off. Like that energy that you give off and your passion, and just when God just like stretches out in you, bro, it's the most ridiculous joy. I remember the day we met you, man. That was at
Holiday
Praise. Yes. Shout out to Javon, man, and Holiday Praise. That was at Holiday Praise, and bro, like literally, bro, you blew the roof off the place. You blew the roof off the place, bro. Man. And it's just like, you had a group with you, right?
Yeah. Homesick was ministering at the time. Yeah.
True.
It's actually one of our very first engagements together as a group. And stuff.
I would have never been able to tell. So what's going on with the group?
Hey, man, we're still hustling, hustling and keeping it through. And right now we're working on material, still kind of organizing stuff, getting ready for some projects that then be coming out this year and stuff. So yeah, man, it's been pretty good,
What was the inspiration behind forming that group?
So, people always look at the name, be like, homesick, where you get that from? What that mean? I don't understand, and honestly and truly, when you think, I love God, and everything about me is like, takes from a Christian standpoint, and it's like, when you look at this world that we're living in, every day we get more and more examples where we realize, as a Christian, I probably don't belong here. Where's my home? Where's my dominion? Where's my my homestead? And the simple answer is that it's heaven. It's in heaven right now, and we're all kind of waiting for the return of Jesus Christ. And any Christian nowadays, if you're looking through life, you're like, man, I don't feel like I belong. I'm looking for my home, and pretty much between now and when Jesus comes back, and by the time we enter heaven's gates, we're all homesick. Like, Facts. That's just what it is, and that's where the inspiration behind the name of the group and just overall the how we minister comes from. That's pretty much where it's from, man.
Well, a lot of times people find it very difficult to bring people together for one cause like that. What's the most difficult thing that you experience with a group? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
I told you it was gonna get hot, brother. We going there today. We going there today.
Man, it's just characters, man. Characters is the hardest thing, and it's like, it's crazy how there's about 6.7, almost 7.2 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
And like each and every individual has their own individual character, and I think the biggest challenge in trying to put people together is trying to make sure that all the characters mesh. There isn't too much friction and stuff like that. And so, in situations like that, the leader has to be a great glue. Someone that kind of makes all those things kind of compress into one simple picture, which is the group itself. So
facts.
That's pretty much that's the challenge behind it. But I mean, and success comes from trying to make sure you can garner, and and the thing is not to smother the characters, it's accepting the characters and trying to make sure everybody else is accepting as well, and just kind of let them know, hey, we're all surrounded around one cause, and that's just homesick. So yeah.
Yo, we got more with Just Rev when we come back. Sit back, keep it locked and loaded. It's the Chopping It Up radio show. If you're looking for an awesome spot to buy, repair, and trade your mobile device or computer, then A to Z Phones and Computer Repair has it all. From phone accessories to computer software upgrades, A to Z offers affordable merchandise and deals across the board in electronics. And the best part is that the staff is super awesome, quick, and show great customer service. So if you're having any issues with your computer or mobile device, head over to 3400 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia 30039, and let A to Z Phone and Computer Repair meet your needs.
Yo, Legaci, I peeped your headshots the other day on Instagram, and yo, they are dope. Where'd you get them done?
Man, you haven't heard of Cairo Photography? Man, she's up and coming photographer, videographer, graphic designer. Man, she does it all.
But I bet she charge an arm and a leg for a shoot. You know, good and well photography prices be crazy nowadays.
You see, that's the best thing about her. She has the most reasonable prices I've ever seen. Couple shoots starting at $150. Headshots starting at $100. And if you got real estate, she do that shoot for $500. One of the most versatile photographers I've ever seen.
Wait, are you serious? Yo, I definitely have to hit her up.
Yo, I got you, man. Yo, you can email her at cairo.simone@hotmail.com. Or you can check her out on Instagram at cairo.simone. If you give her the promo code Legaci, you get 20% off your next shoot. So hit up Cairo Photography to capture the moments in life that matters the most. And tell her your boy Legaci sent you.
I'm all the way turned up. I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working on him, but he straight though. Couple girls tryna twerk it on me. Wait, no, hold up. before you even roll up. I'm in here with my lady, can't you see me, man? I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here trying to celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good and well, it's a work day. No matter, we still gon' kick it. And we ain't getting trippy. No Molly in Mississippi. Ain't fighting nobody, ain't nobody said tripping. And Southeast Dago in the building. Shout out to Peter Pan, Skyline Imperial. We out here trying to function. Holla if you with it though. Probably think I'm rolling, I'm just high on the spirit, bro. The only thing we poppin' is the truth. You don't hear me though. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. But what I got, you need to know about, cause on me, I'm turned. 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 Everybody slow motion, leaning off the potion. I tell them I'm straight, trying to keep my mind focused. Came 40 deep, clicked up, crew love. Got them looking at us crazy cause we so turned up. Yeah, homie, I'm turned. I'm turned. I'm turned. I'm turned. I ain't popping, rolling, and I ain't burnt. So tell Mary and Molly, I don't need them to party. Someone woke up in the lobby trying to locate their wallet. While I'm 9 holes in, trying to work on my hobby. And I wish somebody would get me started. Hey, deuces up to Nipsey, K-Dot and Gang. I'm out here in the West, don't holla at me, man. My bloodstream clean, nothing running through my veins. It's 116, yeah, I'm still unashamed. I call it net worth if I'm out here fishing. You know I'm with the clicking, man, we out here trying to kick it. You know that we turn. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. But what I got, you need to know about, cause on me, I'm turned. 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 I'm turned.
All right, everybody, and we're back. For those who are just checking in, I got my man Just Rev in the building with us, and he's been keeping it locked and loaded and just doing his thing, man. This guy right here, we was talking behind the scenes a little bit, and I was just telling him how much of a PC character he is, man. Everything that comes out this guy's mouth is so politically correct. And I'm just like, yo, it's cool though. I'm about to draw him out. We've been keeping it cool, but I'm gonna draw him out. But yo, real quick, Reed. So your background, your cultural background, Haitian.
That's right.
I'm Jamaican.
That's right.
And we grew up really, 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 really religious. Like, we grew up in such a religious box. My question to you, right? What is the difference between being spiritual and being religious? How would you define it?
Wow.
I told you I'm coming for you, bro.
Oh, man. Well, being spiritual is being of the spirit, and being religious is being of religion. And
PC the God. PC the God. PC the God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This guy right here, you see, he's so PC, bro. No, just keep him 100, bro.
No, I mean, honestly, it's really gonna come down to that, Jason. Like, for real, nah. But you know, there's a line of congruency that happens between being religious and being spiritual. There is a line. Sometimes they cross, but there is a line, and you know, there is doctrine.
Yeah.
You know, things that you get taught, things that you kind of fall back on whenever you run into certain situations in life. Yeah. And these are like things that they kind of, you know, implant in you. So that it's almost like, you know, the memory verses whenever you run into a situation, you know, I know that, you know, l'ange de l'éternel campe autour de ceux qui le craignent et les arrache au danger. That's French, and it's Psalms 36:4. Whenever I find myself in a situation, you know, I run to my doctrine, I run to my religion, whatever it is that they've taught me to run to. Yeah. But then there's spiritual. There's spiritualism, right? That's the word you used, or yeah. And that's sometimes that's like sometimes it's just of the spirit, and you pull the inspiration from another living being, a living being that is given by God, and sometimes it may push the borders or the box of what religion has kind of created and stuff like that. And go ahead.
So why do you feel like our way of the message that we bring, or our method of portraying the gospel? Why do you think it's so shunned? Why do you feel like our culture of people don't like what we do? Because I mean, Reeve, I'm still yet to see Rev do anything rebel-like, as if I can see, or rebellious. But our unorthodoxness is so unlike, yo, I ain't trying to rock with that. No, you know what I'm saying? Why do you feel like people like hate us, man? The hate out here real, bro. I'm just be real. I'm gonna stop trying to be PC, bro.
It's not
the hate is
bro.
real.
And I wouldn't go so much as to call
religious hate is real, bro.
I
They do not like us, bro.
I wouldn't call it so much hate. You know, hate is a strong word. It's a level of comfortability. You know, talking about where it is you do. You know, Rebel does gospel rap. You know, and
yes, we do.
What was originally running the who, you know, where rap originally was mainstream was, you know, out in the world. You know, you talking about sex, you talk about drugs, you talk about money, and you know that's pretty much it. And now we're taking something that they've already kind of compartmentalized as world.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to take it to use it to push and promote the kingdom of God. And that's what happens with religion. You know, it's the compartmentalizing. It's the boxing of an idea. And what we're doing is taking that boxed idea and trying to take it out of the box to use it so that it can fulfill and you know push the gospel, the gospel on from our talent standpoint. You know, so once you've boxed it, you know, if you're used to boxed, and somebody takes that thing, you're like, wait, I don't want to recompartmentalize that again. I've already called it bad. Now, here I am, a good picture, which is Jason and RJ, Rebel. But the good boys that grew in my hand, now they're taking this thing that I've already categorized as bad and trying to make it good. And it's like, whoa. Yeah. I don't think I'm ready for that. Or what does the Bible say about that? You know?
But I feel like, and this is just me, because y'all, everybody in the Chopping It Up world know, and you know, I'm crazy.
Okay.
Like I'm just unorthodox. I'm different.
Yeah. No surprise there.
But it's like I view Jesus as being the dopest guy ever.
He is
I
dope.
mean, he spit game in such a dope way. And it's just like the message was the same, but the method from parable to parable, from the woman at the well to the fisherman to the Pharisees to the turning over tables at church, like everything was strategic and it wasn't the same method. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I can't seem to understand why church folks can't seem to really grasp that. Yeah, the message is the same. It's just that the method is different. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So why do you feel like that's the hardest thing for them to do? Like, why is that the hardest thing for them to understand?
We're creatures of habit. That's what we are. You know, that's what we do. And so once we've gotten ourselves in a routine, once we've gotten ourselves under a certain schedule, you know, then to try and change that, it's just too much work. We've come to terms with this habit and it's been working and we're going to stick to it. Yeah. And anything new, we'll try to make room for it. But if it's going to drive a wedge into the whole schedule that I've already come to terms with, then we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a lot of pushback, you know, plain and simple. We're just lazy as it is. Go ahead.
You seem to break all of those barriers to even a point where you have brought us, me, you know, Legaci and the Red Baron. He was on the show last week. You've brought us to the point where we were able to also, with the help of you, break down a lot of those barriers. Bro, you've brought us into the religious of religious sectors, and we were able to present the gospel in that way, and it was digested. Like, I'm still yet to see like anyone push back the way we see. How are you able to do that?
The key to it is humanity, you know, and it's just what it is. You have to stop looking at a cover, stop looking at a label, and start looking at the individual. And sometimes sometimes it's trying to get that individual
Yeah.
to see that, to level with you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just the introduction is where it really, really needs to, where it needs to happen, you know? Like, Jesus spent his entire time making sure that his very first encounters were that of memorable, that of congruency. Like, for real, look at the example of the woman at the well.
Facts.
Yeah, he walks in. First thing they see, she sees he's a Jew. Yeah, and he sees that she's a Samaritan, and everybody knows those relationships between those two.
Yeah,
just kind of, you know, there's a separation between it. But
it's like Korea and the U.S. Right?
Yeah, it's. Wait, I don't know if I should have said yeah so quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you out this PC stuff.
Whatever. But the thing is, this very same struggles a Samaritan woman goes through is the very same struggles that a Jewish person goes through, just like the very same struggles that a Haitian guy goes through. Very same struggles. Humanity knows no. What is it? It knows no man, I'm losing the word, but it knows no owner, it knows no master. You know, these things don't know any master. You're gonna get sick, I'm gonna get sick, doesn't matter if you're black, white, Haitian, Jamaican, doesn't matter. The thing is, you have a testimony that may be similar to mine. So how do I get it across to you? It's that whole introduction. It's like, hey, let me go ahead and remove the labels. Get rid of the preconceived notions that normally people walk into. And so a lot of our experiences when we walk into a room and we know that it's a conservative audience, right? What do? We don't just hop in and perform. No, we minister first. We introduce ourselves. We tell a testimony that allows the audience to connect with who you are first. And then once they see, hey, he's just like me, now you can use your gift to touch them and uplift them.
You're preaching, my brother. You're preaching.
That's not what I came here to do.
Yo, we got more with Just Rev. When we get back, sit back, keep it locked and loaded. It's the Choppin' It Up radio show.
Yo, Legaci, I peeped your headshots the other day on Instagram, and yo, they are dope. Where'd you get them done?
Man, you haven't heard of Cairo Photography? Man, she's up and coming photographer, videographer, graphic designer. Man, she does it all.
But I bet she charge an arm and a leg for a shoot. You know, good and well photography prices be crazy nowadays.
You see, that's the best thing about her. She has the most reasonable prices I've ever seen. Couple shoots starting at $150. Headshots starting at $100. And if you got real estate, she do that shoot for $500. One of the most versatile photographers I've ever seen.
Wait, are you serious? Yo, I definitely have to hit her up.
Yo, I got you, man. Yo, you can email her at cairo.simone@hotmail.com. Or you can check her out on Instagram at cairo.simone. If you give it a promo code Legacy, you get 20% off your next shoot. So hit up Cairo Photography to capture the moments in life that matters the most. And tell her your boy Legacy sent you. If you're looking for an awesome spot to buy, repair, and trade your mobile device or computer, then A to Z Phones and Computer Repair has it all. From phone accessories to computer software upgrades, A to Z offers affordable merchandise and deals across the board in electronics. And the best part is that the staff is super awesome, quick, and show great customer service. So if you're having any issues with your computer or mobile device, head over to 3400 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia 30039, and let A to Z Phone and Computer Repair meet your needs. And we're back. Still got Just Rev in the building with me. Bro, you're going to have to give me some time with that. I'm going to keep butchering your name, bro, because you for always be Rev for me, bro. I'm sorry. From I met you. But real quick, man, you got a dope song that, yo, first of all, I got to hype this song up because this track right here, it's featured by yours truly, Legacy the Prince. But we're not talking about me right now. This track, bro, is the dopest track ever. Like, how'd you come up with the concept of this, bro? Like, explain it, because the people need to know.
All right, so I love playing with words. That's just me. And so what ended up happening was I was sitting in my room one day, and I was in probably one of the lowest points that I've ever been in life. Right. And I was doing one of those little self-evaluations, like I told you earlier, but it was always from the standpoint of pessimism. So I was looking at myself and I'm like, man, I'm dirty, or I'm falling short, and I'm nowhere near where it is I need to be, or haven't been keeping up with any of my goals. So I was just sitting there like pounding it on me, pounding on myself.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening, I was like, man, y'all, I don't understand in this life how anybody can just find themselves, in any kind of positive. And then that's when God came up to me like, bruh, you need to chill out, boss. Like, take it easy, Like, don't matter what shortcomings you have or what kind of pitfalls you find yourself in, I will complete it. I will make all that complete in you, So doesn't matter if you lack love, I'll go ahead and complete that for you. If you lack in loyalty, I got that from you. If you lack in faith, I'll complete that for you. And I'm like, man, so everything I'm not, you are. You're like, yes, everything I'm not, everything you're not, I am. I was like, wow. So that means you're my greatest contradiction. I was like, yo, that's dope. How do you do that? And if you think about the word contradiction, it has a negative connotation always associated with it. Whenever you hear somebody say, yo, stop contradicting yourself, it's something bad. I was like, how can I was like, let me go ahead and take the opportunity to take the word contradiction and actually give it a positive congruency, a positive connotation to it. And so pretty much I just started putting pen to paper and was looking at all the bad things that I was and started to figure out all the good things that God has been in response to all those bad things. And I'm like, wow, you are the greatest contradiction.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So we gonna jump into this dope track. This is the very first time this song is being played on the air anywhere. It's Just Rev featuring Legaci the Prince. Here's Contradiction.
Oh, the love you gave to me, outpoured and overflowed. I was bound, you set me free. Paid my debts with nothing owed. God of mercy, Lord of grace, won't you fill this empty space? I wanna be just like you. Oh, the blood you shed for me ran red, now I'm white as snow. Love me, that you do. Why you love me, I'll never know. God of mercy, Lord of grace, as you increase, may I decrease. Make me more like you. My greatest contradiction.
contradiction, your fascination with sinful people. You died to save us, premeditated. We may not choose you without hesitation. We traded places, you drank the cup and shed your blood so that we can have a seat at the master's table. Every day of my life I return the favor by claiming you as my Lord and Savior. He got the keys and you know this major. He set me free when he paid the wages. I got a new appetite for the bread of life. That's the word of Christ. I was dead in my sins, but he gave me life. Set my soul on fire, now I'm burning
I was
pride.
lost, the blood found me. Sick, the blood healed me. Picked me up when I was let down. Brought success to my failure, peace to my anger. Turned my life completely around. I was lost, the blood found me. Sick, the blood healed me. Picked me up when I was let down. Brought success to my failure, peace to my anger. Turned my life completely around. My greatest contradiction is you. Oh, the love you showed to me. Save me from myself. You're the difference in my equation. Less of me is more of you. My greatest contradiction is you. Oh, the love you showed to me. Save me from myself. You're the difference in my equation. Less of me is more of you. To leave me in the consume me in the blood. Erase me in the
All right, everybody, and we're back. Legacy the Prince here with Just Rev. See, I got it right that time. Yo,
Sure
that
did.
track is so dope, bro. For real, man.
dude.
For real.
It only sounds that good only because to my boy Court, man, he put in a lot of work, yo. Courtney Tatum, yo. Y'all hear that name? Look it up, man. It's gonna be big.
Yo, Court. You did your thing on that track, bro. For real. But yo, we gonna switch it up a little bit, bro. We got some hot topic segments that we about to drop. And I'm gonna just hit you with it because I didn't prep you before yet.
No, you didn't.
Until right now. We just gonna drop it. You ready?
Oh man.
Boom, real quick. Fergie singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Fergie singing the national anthem, bro. Because I saw you tweet about it. I saw you tweet about it.
Nah, man. It was horrible. And you know, it was horrible, man. And honestly and truly, she later came out and, you know, said that she was just trying something new and stuff like that. And
Bro, you Fergie, though.
yeah, it's not even that. You know, it's
You were a judge on a singing show, bro.
Nah, let me tell you something, all right? This is how I feel. You know, I know that our country is kind of in a little bit of a little, you know, clout, whatever, negative clout and stuff like that. And there's no nationalist or patriotist, or it's just frowned upon to kind of like, you know, you want to kneel or whatever. All right, you can do that and whatever. But there's certain songs you just got to sing straight. You know,
It's bananas, though, bro.
you don't do any ups and downs. Just sing the song straight. The national anthem, the United States, sing it straight. Don't be trying to do any extra chopping it up and stuff. Nah, we good. Yeah, and she kind of messed that up, and I'm saddened at it because I was one of those kids in high schools at all the basketball games, all the football games, all the pep rallies. I was the one that sang the national anthems. Yeah, so to see somebody butcher it kind of hurts every single time. So it's like, yeah, nah, take it easy.
Bro, she bombed that terrible. And then the thing is, you had time to prepare, and you're a host on a singing show. Like, you're Fergie. Yo, Fergie taught me how to spell bananas, bro. She taught me me how to spell bananas, bro. I'm just like, bro, you don't just butcher the national anthem like that and think he was gonna walk away scot free. Come on. Yo, I see you got an OKC hat on, which is very disrespectful because this is a New York City Knicks, Giants, Yankees household. You know what I mean? And that is very disrespectful, sir. Carmelo, how you feel about Carmelo on OKC?
I actually think that Carmelo came over there and is actually doing very, very well. I thought he was gonna be a big-headed, walk in, say, give me my points, give me my minutes type guy.
Yeah.
But this is probably the best I've ever seen him gel in a system. And it's in between the Denver and New York Knicks.
He was doing his thing in Denver.
He was doing his thing in Denver because Denver was his place, and New York was kind of his thing too.
Stomping ground.
Yeah, stomping ground as well. But it was like, he brought his ego with him in New York, And I thought he was gonna bring his ego with him to OKC, but it seems like he kind of showed us a little a humble side to him.
Yeah,
and passing the reins over. I mean, he's even letting Paul George eat ahead of him, so it's kind of cool just watching it,
Melo's slick like the vet now, you know what I mean? He out there veterans.
Yeah. I always tell people, look, don't sleep on Carmelo.
Oh, no.
I always tell people, like, to me, he's going to do what, like, KG did. Took a rest, this, that, and the third, and then when it's time, all of a sudden, the old Carmelo going to come out of nowhere and just start whang, that's the way I feel. I feel like he's just kind of waiting for his moment to just kind of be old Carmelo again. So
this LeBron James Cleveland Cavalier trade, bro, that was the craziest. That was the craziest thing. How you feel about that?
Woo! All right, so I'm slick. Like, if OKC, they're gonna make. If per chance that they don't make it to the conference finals or the finals themselves, next team I'm rooting for is the Cavaliers. That's just
wait. You just said OKC going to the finals?
Yeah, bruh. I feel it, bruh. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody keep talking about them.
Stop it.
Yeah, we can stop it. No, they're gonna upset both Houston and they're gonna upset Golden State Warriors.
Stop it.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
All right, guys, that's the end of the Chopping It Up show for
you better cut it. You better turn this off. It's about to get real up here.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you just said OKC going to the finals.
Yeah, boss.
Stop it.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, man.
With Golden State in the West?
Bruh,
stop it.
Take a look at what Golden State has been doing right now, man. Like,
getting buckets. That's what they've been doing.
They're talking about being bored and whatever. They got the players doing coaches and games and stuff like that. Like, my thing is, bruh, I've seen it before. And listen, people didn't believe in the Eagles. They didn't believe in the Eagles. And
I was going for the Eagles.
I was sitting there and like, yuck. Even when Dude Man went down, when Carson Wentz went down, and they was talking about Nick Foles, I'm like, bruh, yo, I've seen David and Goliath many, many times. This is what's setting up. So don't be sleeping on my OKC. People keep sleeping on them, and their defense is the bomb. And look, the factor is not even Carmelo. It's not even PG. It's not even Russell Westbrook. You know who's gonna bring them over the top? Steve Adams. And
bro, you said that when you walked in. It was like, yo, Steve Adams is the core.
Yeah, Steve Adams. Just watch and learn. That's how you beat a team like Golden State. Big man ball. Go ahead.
All right. Because you obviously don't know what you're talking about.
Of course.
You haven't played a lick of basketball.
Hey, just remember, when it happens, you better invite me on Chop It Up so we could chop it up.
Anyway, we're going to close service again like them pastors be doing for the third time. Touch your neighbor. I'm just All right, so real quick, how you feel about teachers having weapons at school?
Whoa. That's a big no-no for me, honestly and truly. I understand, man. Look, I went to school in a time when corporal punishment was like a norm, so if I was running down the hallway and I slid and whatever, I got caught by a teacher, I'd get pulled to the side and they would grab out a ruler and I would get spanked. Sometimes they would move my pants to make sure that I really got it nice. This is corporal punishment back in the 90s, all right?
Yeah.
So now we talking about 2018, we got this whole loose loose regulations on gun control, and now you're gonna tell me, hey, these teachers, you're gonna let them carry guns for the sake of protection, just in case someone comes in and decides that they're gonna assault the school.
Yeah.
What happens when that teacher decides that they are tired of the student, or they are tired? Because these millennials, they buck.
They buck hard.
They buck. They mad buck.
And that was my biggest thing, because I'm like, listen, I've seen too many World Star videos where these young folks be bucking at teachers. And then the thing is, I look at it as and on a serious note, I look at it as another way for young black men to get shot and killed.
Yeah.
Because think about this. If cops out on the road with badges, tasers, pepper spray, batons, if they're out on the road and they feel threatened when you raise your voice at them and they out here capping us, much less a teacher when they in the classroom that hasn't been trained to, conceal those emotions, and you know what I'm saying? And I feel threatened. Now they have a weapon. They're just gonna be walking around school capping young brothers, and we ain't trying to have that.
Forget feel threatened, man. We got videos with teachers where they fighting back now. Like, they dropping kids on desktops. On desks and stuff and whatever. So, and that's without guns. Can you imagine? Oh, no, not today, kid. And then boom, what?
Yeah.
This is what it is. I think it's just a big no-no. We're going in the wrong direction when it comes to this gun control thing, honestly and truly. I'm not an advocate for or against it. Just what it is. I believe everybody has the right to protect themselves.
I strongly believe
just think that there's certain levels of it that just shouldn't be easily accessible. That is all. And that's just where I stand about it.
That's what's up. So, yo, what's next, man? What you got planned? What's next? Yo, what you got going on next? Because you always up to something. Always up to something, man. You either in the studio cooking or what's next? What you got going on next, man? Let people know what's going on.
All right, well, what's next for Just Rev? Honestly and truly, you're probably the only. Well, this is gonna be the first, public sector that I'm gonna share this with or whatever. But I've been doing this whole live performance thing for roughly 25 years. I've been in front of audiences and performing live since I was 5, 6 years old. So right now, I think I'm about to hang up that badge for a sec. Just kind of leave the stage for a minute, just do a lot of background stuff. So,
nope, I can't let you do that, brother.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry,
but
you can't do that.
I got to, man. I got to. Because the thing is, my passion, Jason, for real, my passion is to really make myself available as a resource to people who don't have ease of access to that, and my passion is always promoting or pushing or just tithing myself into something I believe in. And I think there are a lot of artists out there that just don't have access to the resources or just don't have the proper motivation or backing to reach what it is they want to reach. So I really want to get into artist development, for real, and just creation and pushing artists and making sure that they get to at least get them to the stomping grounds where they're starting and they can keep pushing forward on their own afterwards and stuff like that. So that's pretty much where I'm headed right now. So I'm be doing a lot of that,
and a lot of production as well.
Yeah, a lot of production. The production doesn't stop. It's just me singing on those productions. That's what's gonna take us back.
No.
That's what's gonna take a back seat.
It's cool because I know you live. So, yo, let the people know where they can find you, man.
For real. JustRev.net. That's my website. Y'all can hit me up there. You can also hit me up at JustRevLLC@gmail.com. I would give my phone number, but it's currently personal, not professional at the moment. So when that's available, honestly and truly, just go to JustRev.net. You'll be able to hit me up there.
Yeah.
Or Facebook, Reveney St. Luke, Just Rev on Facebook, and Just Rev ATL on Instagram. So,
or y'all can hit me up and I'll give y'all the number.
Yeah.
No, Yo, ladies and gentlemen, man, my brother from another mother, man, Just Rev, man. Yo, I appreciate you coming through,
Oh, man, it's
For
been
real,
fun.
for real.
It's been fun.
And thanks for developing me as an artist over the years, bro, for real.
You already came with the package that was necessary, man.
Stop it.
It was just guidance, and honestly and truly, I saw you guys, and I told y'all when I met Rebel that very night, man. Like when y'all came out, and I was like, yeah, this is a different style of rap, and I think this is the one that can actually get into those doors, and we've been able to do that. So I'm glad that I met you. I'm glad for this opportunity. I'm glad Chopping It Up is about to get to where it needs to get to.
Brother, look, God is good, man. God is good for real. I appreciate it, man.
Nah, man, for real.
You remember when this was just a dream?
Yeah, I really do, man.
It was all a dream.
I used to read. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through, brothers. Spreading love. Yo, y'all make sure y'all go online and follow my brother on all of his major social media sites. Y'all email him, ask him any questions that y'all got going on. If you're an upcoming artist and you need some help with certain things, even if it's just to put a song in his ear and say, yo, give me your best critique, man. Give me an honest critique on this. He got you. Trust me. He does not stop. This is all he does. He does this all day. He develop artists. He does it all. So, yo, y'all hit his inbox up. And show him some love, man. It's the Chopping It Up radio show. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, and you know how we do it. It's the Chopping It Up radio show. You can catch me here each and every Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Also, you can catch my rerun show at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, each and every Tuesday. Yo, big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to all the supporters and the sponsors. Man, I really appreciate y'all, and I love y'all with all my heart. Continue supporting and following me at C_ItUpMedia on Instagram and Facebook. All right, everybody. I'll catch y'all next week at 12, all right? Keep it locked and loaded. It's your man, Legaci the Prince.